So what we're doing here, I want to freshen up the yellow, and whatever's red is blue. We're trying to highlight the Ukrainian flag, yellow and blue. Thank you. I've worn many hats here as the proprietor of Veselka. Is everybody enjoying? Saw a lot of things, and a lot of different characters come through this place. I found myself at the age of 13 working here. I never really envisioned a long-term future here in the business. Okay, time for coffee. And with the onset of the war, some days I need to give a little extra love to my Ukrainian staff who have been unsure of what the future holds.
Dima is one of roughly 30 Ukrainian employees. His mother and aunt are twins and living in Ukraine. Concerned for their safety, he has had one foot on a plane, ready to fight on the front. At Veselka, family has always been at the center of its long history.
My grandfather, Volodymyr Darmrakhwal, originated from a small town in western Ukraine called Bolekiev. Escaping Russian oppression back in the late 1940s, he wanted to create something here that the family could carry on. He started this business in 1954 in the center of little Ukraine.
At that time, Little Ukraine was home to roughly 60,000 Ukrainians. Today, there are only 25,000. Volodymyr would name his storefront Veselka, which means rainbow. And he felt that at the end of his rainbow, he would find his pot of gold.
He opened it as a little candy store, newsstand, and a tenth of the space of what it is currently, and expanded it over the years. My father married into the family, married my mother, Marta Darmrakhwal. My mother and father met at a college mixer. After one of their first encounters, my mother at 19 was pregnant.
I know that Volodymyr had hopes and dreams of his daughter marrying a good Ukrainian boy. So he kind of reconciled to the next best thing, a good American boy. Dobrý den. Jak sprawy? Dobre, może być. Good morning.
Hello.
You happen to know where Jason is?
Thought he was with you.
Thought he was with you.
Yeah. I know where he went.
It's a sidewalk, sidewalk. That means you walk on the sidewalk. Bike is in the bike.
You right.
Okay.
What's at the top of the hit parade?
We've got the Ukrainian Institute event tonight. 3 catering orders today. We've got our renovation meeting this afternoon.
Yeah.
Wow. We gotta be careful we don't take on too much. I'm really a little concerned because Jason just says yes to everything.
There's a guy who used to work here. He's here. Can you just talk to him? And maybe he can come in with Cameron in the morning too. He's a good guy. Let's give him a shot. Slava.
My Boże, kurta mać. I had the video of him buying drugs.
Oh, gosh. Okay, fine. That's it then. After one day, that's it. Somebody just reminded me that he had some major problems. Let him go today, and then I'll tell him I'm going to go a different direction. I forgot about that.
Yes, I was going to tell you, like
What?
a mother. Everybody come, you have a good heart, but he's no good.
Okay.
My father-in-law was thrilled to have a grandson. I remember the look in his eyes, looking at Jason, and he asked us to give Jason a Ukrainian name. We gave him a Ukrainian middle name, Bogdan.
So what was your own father saying at this point? Obviously, you had a lot on your plate now. What was he asking you, what's the plan? What's next?
Yeah, my dad and I weren't particularly close. I mean, honestly, I wish he had asked me that, but I never really had a clear vision. So I decided to drop out of college temporarily, and I started working at Veselka as a holding pattern while I figured life out.
Starting work as a weekend cashier in 1966, Tom's holding pattern would last the next 54 years.
Volodymyr, he was doing okay. He figured out what he needed to sell to survive. Ukrainian newspapers, pens, pencils, cigarette fluid. Apparently some drug dealer asked for glassine envelopes. I don't think he even knew what they used them for. Over time, he sold coffee and a few little Ukrainian dishes, but it was much different from what is there now.
Give me French fries and deluxe veggie.
We're basically a food factory. All the soups are homemade. We bake bread. We make all the vareniki by hand.
On an average day, the ladies are making 3,000. Now, during the war, they're making up to 5,000 per day. That's a lot of love in those vareniki.
We're shipping food across the country.
I'm always in awe of how we get it all done. It is an extremely small space.
Space is too small for everyone. It's a big problem.
Everyone wants to use the ovens at the same time, and the top two don't work. They just recently broke, so we're working the full kitchen. All the food that we make are from these two.
The air conditioning, the grills, the fryers, everything's just kind of hanging on by a thread.
Why is this here?
We're getting to the point where we can't grow anymore.
Ay, ay.
When I first came to Veselka, the entire business was in this small room. The back wall, where there were 5 phone booths, was right here. You can still see the beam. So from here on was a button shop. When my father-in-law took that room over, it was entry by his invitation only.
That he would host meetings with other Ukrainian patriots to discuss the latest news and how to help people in Ukraine under Russian rule.
My father-in-law was a presence, a leader in the community. He was a founding member of a scouting organization called Plast, who bought the building where we are.
He was a very patriotic Ukrainian. He had always envisioned a free Ukraine, and I'm sure he's turning in his grave seeing what's happening now.
Наші ракети у відповідь